Hi guys! Sorry I didn't upload yesterday. It's been the beginning of Hell Week, or Finals Week as other people like to call it. So I've been studying and I've been really busy. Just a summary of my past few days. Yesterday I made like a pound of spaghetti because I wasn't going to cook all week. And then last night I went and babysat, caretake, whatever you want to call it. My two little babies that I love. It's always a fun time with them. And then today I went to a three hour long review session for my psychological analysis data. Psychoanalytic data. It's analysis of psychological data. That's what it is. And it lasted forever, especially for somebody who's not a big stats person. It took forever. It was like most of my life, it felt like. Anyways, so that's what I've been up to. I was talking we because of Thomas, but that's what I've been up to recently. It's been super, super exciting, obviously, and it's just been more of that today. I'm just studying now for my, abnormal child psychology exam that I have tomorrow, which I'm not too worried about, but it's always final exams, you gotta worry at least a little bit. So, but just some exciting stuff. I think I told you guys last week that I like to color code my notes, or I told you at one point, and I did it with this, so I figured I'd kind of show you guys, but you can kind of see I use a bunch of different colors, and I kind of separated certain, because we're on mood disorders, so I separated some disorders into different colors. Like major depressive disorder was like a dark blue. Cyclothymia is bright green. Bipolar 1 is bright pink. Bipolar 2 is a deeper pink. Persistent depressive disorder, or dysthymia, is like a lighter blue. And then disruptive mood dysregulation disorder I have is purple. Some of them kind of match, like obviously dysthymia, blue, you feel blue, but not quite as bad as major depressive, which is a dark blue. Bipolar 1 has mania, so it's pretty bright. But bipolar 2 is a little bit less, so it's a little darker pink. Disruptive mood disorder was purple because purple kind of interrupted the whole theme. Cyclothymia was a bright green because it still has kind of the mood swings, but it's not as severe. So, and then just like random facts that I really need to stand out, I made red. And then like topics like treatments or what they were just black. And then I had premenstrual dysphoric disorders, orange. Postpartum depression is green. And yes, this is abnormal child psychology, but we still learned about just a couple of things that older people get, just to relate them back. So, and then suicide I made black too, because it just made sense in my mind. So, but that's just like kind of an example of how I do it. And then I like to put pictures, and I kind of organize it in a really interesting way. And when I read through them, like right now, it just kind of looks like a bunch of bullet points and stuff like that. It's not like super impressive. But when I go through, what I do is I actually form sentences. So I'm like, okay, cyclothymia, some of the symptoms are, or I shouldn't say symptoms, but let's do a different one. Let's do major depressive disorder, because that one I can read better. Major depressive disorder has a 1-year prevalence rate of about 10% of kids. So in about 1 year, 10% of kids is going to develop major depressive disorder. For it to be severe, only about 8%. And it rates about 2 to 1. Females get it more than males. The depression can last 6 to 9 months. But even though it's gone, it's really likely to come back, especially when it's more severe. And as we learn in this class, the earlier you get it, the more likely you are to have it in a more severe form, or more likely to have it later on. So, for instance, what's a good one? I'm trying to think of a good one. So, if you have conduct disorder, I shouldn't say conduct, that's the most extreme one. Disruptive, what is it called? Now I'm going to question my psychology knowledge, but I do know it. It's just a really weird word. But if you have one, you're likely to have one later on, and especially if you get it at a very young age, it's going to be worse, and it's just going to keep coming back, or it's going to go into something worse. So, I find it really interesting. I don't necessarily want to work with kids, but it's good to know where it starts, and it's good to know, especially if somebody has something really bad, if they had it in childhood, because that could explain it. And in this class, we go over like mood disorders, anxiety disorders. We've done a lot. We've done just about every disorder, really. Behavior disorders, things like autism, just about everything like that. I find it really interesting. Abnormal psychology was one of my favorite classes, and abnormal psychology is one of my favorite classes as well, and I love my professor for it. He's really intelligent. He's kind of all over the place, but he's really intelligent, and he really knows what he's talking about, and I really just thoroughly love taking his class. But yep, that's an insight into my life right now. It's just a bunch of studying. Tomorrow I get to start studying this, which is stats. It doesn't get scary to like this page. See? And then you're just like, what in the heck? What is happening? And I can't tell you because I have no idea what the heck is happening. Which is why I should probably start studying super early. So, but that's what's going on this week. So if I do like grouped up days, kind of like today, it's because I'm ridiculously busy studying and I'm kind of stressed out. So I'll try to be on top of it, maybe get a couple tutorials. This is what's happening in my life right now. So, and then next week I'll probably have like some of my friends in my videos, and you guys will get to meet them, and you just carry on with us and our crazy activities of board games and late night food excursions. So, it's always a fun time. But thank you guys so much for watching. Like the video, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next. Let me know what tutorials you want to see. If you want to see holiday themed, if you want to see some like intense ones for like New Year's parties or just an everyday thing. Whatever you want to see. Crazy lips, things like that. I got all that. I can totally do it. And I will talk to you guys hopefully tomorrow. Bye guys. Thank you.